Welcome to the Ask Coach Mac podcast, where coaches from around the world get their strength and conditioning questions answered.
What's up, guys? Ron McKeefery here, and welcome to episode number 35 of Ask Coach Mac. Thank you so much for joining me today. We have a great question from Andrew, but before we get to that, I want to thank today's sponsor, Iron Grip. Iron Grip is the largest provider of commercial free weight equipment worldwide and the only manufacturer with a line of exclusively American-made free weight equipment. Their equipment can be found in premier fitness facilities in over 60 countries, including 3 facilities I've put together. They are the industry leader and my go-to choice for bars, plates, and dumbbells. For more information, go to irongrip.com, follow them on Twitter, or call Chris DeSanto at 509-230-3124. All right, here's today's question from Andrew.
What's going on, Coach Mac? Andrew Mercia here, representing Baltimore, Maryland. My question for you is, if you were to have a discussion with your younger self, what are some of the things that you know now that you wish you knew when you were just getting started in the field? As someone who has just recently graduated college and is aspiring to be a great strength and conditioning coach, we'd love to hear your thoughts and advice. Thanks a bunch, Coach.
Andrew, this is a great question, and it's one I get often. Looking back, over the course of a career that spans almost 20 years now, there's lots of lessons along the way that you learn as you go through the business. Things that I think I wish I would have heard earlier or would have helped the process along. My pastor at South Florida, our team chaplain, David Lane, would always make a statement that he said that you spell love T-I-M-E. So what you love, you'll spend time on. And so, getting up in front of the team and telling them that you care about them, telling them that you'll do anything for them and this, that, and the other is one thing. But actually finding the time to do those things, to go spend time with them in their dorm rooms, to go eat a meal with them, to go create a life experience for them. Those are the things that they will remember and that really speak action. Those actions really speak volumes to them, of course, along the way. The second thing that I think is important for young coaches or coaches in general is the acronym FOCUS, following one course until success. So much, strength and conditioning with speed and power and balance, and coordination and kinesthetic awareness and skill acquisition, nutrition, and on and on and on. There's so many different aspects of strength and conditioning that you have to be an expert on. And quite frankly, it's impossible to be an expert in all those areas. And so to really deep dive into an area, I think, and really fully understand it is something I wish people would have, really harped on me early on instead of trying to really pull from all these different aspects all the time. You get into sensory overload and, you really can't go, you're really an inch deep and a mile wide instead of being, a mile deep and an inch wide, and so what I recommend young coaches do is find one of those topics, one of them that they feel like they're the most interested in, and one that they feel maybe they can use as a unique selling proposition, one that they can really market themselves as, that makes sense, and become an expert in it. And that way you're bringing something to the table when you're hired on. And then the last thing that I'll say is the platinum rule. Derek Dooley at Tennessee would always talk about, the platinum rule, and, the golden rule is that you want to treat other people how you want to be treated. But the reality is that some people don't want to be treated the way you want to be treated. Some things roll off your back, some things really get your goat. And, and so at the end of the day, you want to treat people how they want to be treated, and so that again, that takes, you go back to, you spell love T-I-M-E, you need to spend time, you need to sit down with them, you need to find out what makes them tick. Find out in those meetings what how they want to be treated, and then treat them that way, and so, if you spent the time early on in your career and really focus on those 3 things, you spell love T-I-M-E, you follow one course until success, and you treat others how they want to be treated, I think you're on your way to having a successful career, a long career in this business. So I hope that answers your question. Would love to hear what everyone else thinks. Use the hashtag AskCoachMac to continue the discussion over on Twitter. Andrew, thanks for your question. I want to encourage everyone else that if you have a question that you would like to potentially be featured on the show, head over to AskCoachMac.com. There you can hit your question by hitting the record button at the bottom of the page. Thanks so much. And here's a quote to finish off the day. And actually, it's just a list of 10 daily reminders that I took away from a website, Secrets to Success. Secrets, the number 2, success.com. And, if you're not following that site, I think they put out a lot of great stuff that you can use. But there's 10 daily reminders. 1, the past cannot be changed. 2, opinions don't define your reality. 3, everyone's journey is different. 4, things always get better with time. 5, judgments are a confession of character. 6, overthinking will lead to sadness. 7, happiness is found within. 8, positive thoughts create positive things. 9, you will only fail if you quit. And 10, what goes around comes around. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next episode of Ask Coach Mac. Bye for now.